bit of news from the other side of the Atlantic. AFC Richmond announced the hiring of their new manager, American football coach Ted Lasso.
You're an American who's now in charge of a football club despite possessing very little knowledge of the game.
Oh!
Brendan and Nate, it's good to see both of you guys.
Hey, John, you're right.
How did y'all get to know Jason? I know, Brendan, you had worked with him before, but you, Nate, how did you get to know Jason, and how did this come about for you?
Oh, well, this very much came about to me through auditioning for the role, really. There was a weird connection that Brendan had seen me perform, I think, in Edinburgh. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brendan. Like decades ago, like maybe 10 years ago or something. And so I guess there was that small connection. But I was always a huge fan of Jason's, but had never met him before this. So yeah, it was a real delight, a real treat to get the role. So yeah, I was thrilled.
Brendan, for you, you actually worked with Jason on the, I guess, like promotion for the EPL League. How did this come about into becoming a full-fledged series for you two guys?
Yeah, so we did the first ones and we had a good time, and we were kind of happily surprised that they were kind of popular enough to do a second one the next year. And when the penny kind of dropped was when we had Tim Howard as a guest, and Jason asked Tim Howard if he had watched the first videos from the year before. And Tim Howard almost had a yeah, duh quality because he was like, yeah, man, thousands of times. We watch them in the locker rooms. And we were like, they watch them in Premier League locker rooms? And from then on, the real driving force became Olivia Wilde. Olivia basically told Jason, you are making this into a series at some point. And then instead they decided to have kids or something. And but now here we are, and Olivia gets a ton of credit for that.
That's incredible, because one of my questions actually was for you is, well, besides the EPL players, what did Europeans in general think of the skit when they first saw it?
My understanding is that, you know, one of the goals that we had was achieved, which was to both make fun of Americans, but do it in a way to make fun of Americans in a way that, you know, Brits kind of enjoy, but also while showing that we actually do know what we're talking about at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick, does it bother you when Americans call it soccer instead of football?
No, I don't mind. The term is sort of interchanged quite a lot over here anyway, so I don't mind that at all.
I didn't realize, actually doing research for this, that soccer actually originated in the UK because it was an acronym or short for association. And they actually used that
Brendan is
in UK
so
for
pleased that you know that.
I'm delighted. 100%.